This is the story of the year. We are going to be speaking about Holden Caulfield, a teenage boy who is totally broken. He has been kicked out of 3 schools and he is now in therapy. What's the story behind this? He calls all his friends phony, but is he the real phony? We will find out in a few minutes after we interview his roommate Stradlater. Here comes Stradlater.
Goddamn interview window. It's gonna be a hell of a time. How do you do, Mrs.?
Hello, sir. So, Stradlater, can we know more about you?
Yeah, of course. What do you want to know?
I want to know what was going between you and Holden. It seems like you guys have something together going on. What do you think about the girl who used to love, Jane?
Well, first of all, I'd like to answer the first part of your question. What do I think of him? Well, he just socked me in the jaw, just like that. What do I think of Jane? Want to know what I think of Jane?
Yes, sir, please.
I think she's uptight. That's what I think. I mean, there we were, in the car, alone. What would most girls do? What would you do? So there we were, sitting in the car, and I said, "Hey, Jane, sexy mama, you looking gorgeous, baby, gorgeous. You looking goddamn gorgeous," I said.
Excuse me, as we all know, you're all kind of a player, and everybody knows that.
What kind of attack is that? You can't attack me because I'm good looking. I'm handsome. I'm a hell of a handsome fella. What's wrong with that?
But you do already know that Holden used to love Jane, right?
How am I supposed to know? How is it supposed to matter?
You did share his book, the story he wrote you.
What am I supposed to do with what he wrote me? I said, write descriptive. Starts writing me about this glove. What am I supposed to do about... What am I supposed to do with it? You tell me. I'm supposed to hand it in to my English teacher. What's he gonna say? Writing about a glove. What's he gonna think about me? Writing about a glove.
So what do you think about Holden? What kind of person was he?
He was nice. Nah, he was weird. He was a very, very weird character. Goddamn weird. I know he had a thing for Jane. I knowed it. Sat there getting all tight and red in the face, pinching up like that. Goddamn.
Yeah, so what's going on over here? So you know that he was annoyed by you going out with Jane and you still carried on? Do you think that's what friends do?
Do I look like a psychoanalyst to you?
Sir, is that what friends do?
I just love women. I love women. Okay, I love woman. What's wrong with that? My name is Stradlater, and I love woman. Goddamn. If I should be punished for that, then this world is turning into a hell of a place.
And do you think Holden was phony? He kept on calling all of you guys phony, so what do you think?
Well,
was Holden a phony?
I don't want to make any accusations. Goddamn,
Sir?
who am I to make accusations?
Sir, speak some honesty, please.
Besides Stradlater, ladies' lover.
Okay, sir, thank you for your interview.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. See you later.
See you. In a few minutes, we're going to interview Mr. Spencer, Holden's history teacher. I'm sure he has a lot to say about Holden. Mr. Spencer, can I give you a hand, please?
Young lady, thank you very much.
As we all know, you are very sick.
There's need.
You are Holden's history teacher. Can you tell us some information about Holden. As we know, you were one of his favorite teachers.
Flattered. Flattered indeed. Holden, he was a troubled fellow. Sure. Excuse me. He failed my exam, but I can't measure him based on that. He's good. He's a good boy.
Did you ever see any lack of interest in Holden?
Indeed.
But some say it's age and some say it's, from the inside. That's why he's in therapy now. What do you think about that, Mr. Spencer?
I think he was never challenged. I think he felt that everything was just a fetter. Everything was just no. He didn't feel like he had a sense of purpose. Poor boy.
Can you speak about his Egyptian essay on the ancient Egyptians?
I can.
Yeah, tell us more about that, sir. We would love to know.
Well,
You see, we like to see all different kind of points of views from every. Some say he's a phony. You say he has a heart of gold. His sister says he was just an ordinary boy. What's happened to this boy? There's something behind it, don't you think so, Mr. Spencer?
I do. This is much like history, in fact. Lots of perspective. He was... Regarding his test, he flunked. Big time. But, as I said, you can't measure him based on his grades. He has a very alive intellect. Very alive intellect. Quite frankly, I love that boy. I do.
So you say he was just an ordinary boy?
I said nothing of that kind.
I mean, ordinary boy that was going through kind of teenage.
Sure, Mrs. Lady, but I wouldn't know how to just describe Holden like that.
Sorry, he's getting sick. Sorry.
Excuse me. I think I'll have to be heading back.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Holden, mucho bueno.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
This
madam.
was great. Thanks for your precious time, sir.
You're very welcome.
And now we see a different perspective of Holden. What do you guys think? It's your choice. In a few minutes, we're going to interview Holden's best friend, his younger sister, Phoebe. Maybe she will give us some inside information on this story.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Phoebe.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Have a seat. Hello, Phoebe.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
So you know that your brother Holden is in therapy, right?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, my parents told me that.
How do you feel about that?
It's depressing. I'm a very young child, and it's very depressing because my brother and I connected so much, and now he's gone, and I don't see him, and I don't want to wait forever again. It's really depressing.
I know, we know that you and Holden have this special kind of relationship.
Yes.
And when he was in school, he skipped school and came to your house one night when your
Yeah.
parents were out.
Yeah, it was right before. It was one of the last times I saw him.
Yeah, like when he came to your house, did you realize that any emotions in him was he changing in any kind of way?
When my brother's with me, he's always the same. He's just like he used to be when I was small and he was small, way before he became a teenager. Back in the olden days, and he's always been the same. He's always been the same immature child when I've been with him. At the same time, he's protected me. So no, like I think he was perfectly fine.
Because as we see from her point of view, Holden is a nice guy, but when we see him from our world, is just a different kind of view. Like, what do you think about that? Because Like, Holden is quite a messed up boy. He's in therapy now. He's been kicked out of 3 schools. Can you tell us more about that, please?
I really don't know. It's my brother's always been the same with me, and brother Holden, he spends time with me.
Yeah,
And-
I think we all know that. Yeah, Holden, in your point of view, is a great guy.
I wish you all knew the real side of him, because seriously, he does not deserve to be in therapy.
Don't you think that your younger brother Ali's death affected Holden in any kind of way?
Maybe, but yeah, maybe. I see him okay. You know, like.
But Holden is older than you, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it's affected his self-esteem, maybe it's broke his heart, you know?
You know what? I agree with you right there. And I think that right now, his emotions are going to be messed up even more because where he is. And that's wrong.
So, in your point of view, you think Holden should go out of therapy?
Yes. And to everyone in America, yes. I think he should be.
So that is your point of view, Mrs. Phoebe?
Yes. It's Miss Phoebe, by the way. I'm still young.
Excuse me on that.
It's okay.
Yeah, so you don't think that Holden changed in any kind of way? Okay, so that's what you think.
Yeah.
So you think that Holden never had a problem, right, Mrs. Phoebe?
Maybe he had a
Miss
problem.
Phoebe, sorry.
Maybe he had a problem. He just didn't tell me. But otherwise, I would tell you. But my brother, he's special.
Okay, thank you, Miss Phoebe. It was nice interviewing you. I
Thank you.
think you're a great sister.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye, America.
So now we just interviewed Holden's sister Phoebe, and she let us in some things. Maybe the story's getting even clearer. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now you will be seeing Holden's friend, the nun. She thinks he's a very good boy, and let's see what she has to say.
Thank you, Lord. Hello, dear lady.
It's an honor.
Thank the Lord for
Have a
this.
seat.
Excuse me. Beautiful.
Have a seat. It's an honor to have you today.
Thank you. Without God's sake, we would not be here today. Let's all take a minute to pray on national TV for God. Everybody, let's hold hands in grace. Thank the Lord.
Thank you, Lord. So,
Yes.
we know that you've met Holden, right?
Yes, I think I rarely remember him. Yes, I met him.
What do you think of this boy who's going through so much?
He's decent. He seems to have a special side to him. God had probably given him this gift to make him special, but I don't know. It's a bit fishy. No offense to our Lord, but it's a bit fishy the way he is. He came, and he offered me, and he spoke to me. We spoke to him, and my friend was with me, and then he offered us some money, and I don't know why.
What do you think of that? He offered you some money.
Maybe this special side had clicked in him, and he had probably thought that we were poor, or maybe he was actually doing something good.
Maybe,
to our church, to our holy church just down the street. Maybe he was donating money.
I'm just surprised, like, each person I've interviewed in these past days, each one is like so radical, each one has such a different point of view.
Yeah.
And like, here we have the nun with us today, and she has like a different perspective.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. It's an honor.
He does have a special side to him, which does make him different from others. So it gives us some explanation for why he's in a therapy home. But at the same time, that other 90% of him is perfect. And he deserves to go to heaven. And God told him, and God will make him go to heaven. Yes.
Don't you think that an ordinary boy would not just, have his money, he would go around doing things, but this boy gave money for charity. That is just
Yeah.
I just have no words to describe
He's
him.
a very special boy, and
And
I always remember.
and the way he connected on he said that he discussed Romeo and Juliet
Yes,
with you.
yes. He actually said that was his favorite book, and we went over many things, and
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, and he has some knowledge in him too.
Okay, thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless,
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
America.
And here we have the nun with us today. So beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you very much. In a few moments, we're going to interview Mr. Antonini. What's so special about this teacher is that he tried to make a pass at Holden. What made him do that? This is the question. See you in a few moments. Hello, my lady. Good evening, Mr. Antonini.
Good evening, beautiful.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Can't you see?
Yes, we can see. So, Mr. Antonini, what do you know about Holden?
Holden. If only I could think of words to describe Holden. He's such a beautiful boy. Tall.
Beautiful in what kind of way?
His nature, the way he thinks, the way he sees life, the way he looks at how things can be. I like that boy. I like that boy.
So, sir, let's cut to the chase. What made you invite Holden to your apartment the day you made a pass at him?
Well, Holden plays a very big role in my heart as a student. He's a student that I would never forget. He's just so unique in his own way. He called me up that night. He sounded low. It was 2 a.m. Sir, hello, how are you? I said, Holden, are you in New York? He said, yes. So I told him, come over. And here he came. He hopped off into my house.
Were you always so sexually attracted to Holden? I'm sorry, but
Excuse
that's
me?
quite. Were you always sexually attracted to Holden?
I'm sexually attracted to you, my darling.
We're speaking about Holden right now.
Who has given you such false news?
That's the truth, sir, and everybody knows it. I think it's time you make your confrontation.
If you want to know about that night between Holden and I, he laid there on my couch, too tall to fit, his feet sticking out. I sat there with my glass of whiskey, holding it in my hand, caressing his face, his hair, like a young child. Maybe there might be some deep feelings for Holden, but that's not important. He knows I'm always there for him. He knows he can call me in the middle of the night when he needs me. He knows he can come stay in my house. That doesn't mean it's not a sexual attraction.
Sir, are you saying that that night was the only time you ever made a pass at Holden?
Yes, if you consider caressing a young boy's head, making a pass, yes, that was the only night I did so.
Okay, thank you, sir. It has been great.
My lady, you are so beautiful. Oops!
There we go. Today we're going to interview Holden's whore, who he didn't want to sleep with, and we're going to see her reaction to this. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. So, as we all know, you're the whore who didn't want to sleep with, right?
Excuse me. First of all, do not call me a whore. That's not how you address us. Address me in a more respectable way, please.
Okay, so, how did you find Holden's character?
Holden. Well, I mean, I've slept with many men before, so I didn't really know his name. But from what I last remembered, we didn't really do anything. We were just in a room together. I was forced, and it was like 2 in the morning. Gosh, he is so annoying. He is so insecure. He just didn't want to get to it. Like, oh my god.
Now, we understand your frustration over here, but,
He was a total waste of time.
we know he was a total waste of time, but here's the question. What do you see in his personality? Like, didn't want to approach you? Do you think it comes, like as you said before, from some insecurities or something?
See, the only reason I think he didn't sleep with me. Well, first of all, I am so hot. I have a perfect body. He couldn't resist me. I'm sure he couldn't. You know what I think? It was his first time. He was scared. He was really scared. And guys like him, they don't have it in them to do it with girls like us. We're too overrated for them. Too overrated.
Okay. Did you feel like Holden was in love with some other girl?
That didn't even hit my mind. All I was caring for at that certain point of time was to just get to it and just leave the room.
As we know, he was pressured by the elevator man, who later came into the room and,
My buddy, yeah.
yeah, your buddy who, like, beat him up.
Well, if people don't obey
What do you mean?
the price,
He paid you
then of
$5?
course they deserve to be beaten up.
Don't you think he was pressured by the elevator man to sleep with you, not because of anything else?
Clearly not. It's a business. You don't understand that there's a business of getting women to do what you want to do for them and you pay them? It's a business.
Okay,
You're not
Mom.
forced into it. If you don't get all of those pleasure, you can buy it. I mean, yeah, I'll give you my number later.
Mom, do you think Holden's a phony?
Holden is a phony. I was with him in the room for less than half an hour, but he's a complete loser. So I guess he'd be a phony. Yeah, he's a phony. Totally.
Totally phony. Okay, ma'am, it was nice to hear your perspective today. Thank you very much.
The national TV should know how you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to
Bye
meet you.
bye. My number 066225588893. Call me.
And here we have another example of, I think he's a phony. Okay, thank you very much.